Scorpio, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. It is your message. And if you're not a Scorpio and this has showed up on your feed, it is definitely your message. The only reason it would show up is if you drew it into you. It always shows up at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. So there's something not too long ago, because it's coming out in the past, where you're letting down your guard, or you're starting to open up yourself again. Or maybe you feel a little taken advantage of, like, I should have watched myself better. Either way, there's an opening. 9 of Wands in reverse suggests that you're not being guarded, or that you decided to not guard, or you didn't know how to protect yourself well enough. So whatever that is, there's this sense something's on your mind that happened not long ago, and it only shows up if it's got something to do with what you're going through now. So let's keep going. Yeah, so this is in reverse as well, coming through and deciding to say something or think something or understand something or know something. There could have been information that finally kind of came down the pipeline to you, or that somebody's finally opening up and starting to speak, wanting to talk about something. And now we're moving forward, or we know the way, or we're growing up. This is a sense of taking on our own sense of self and deciding to move forward with what we've learned and what we've experienced. There is a lot of movement here. So it's almost like there's information that's already come through, or a conversation that's already happened, or a conversation that had to happen that's leading up to progress. So what the universe is trying to tell you now is that there's going to be progress that's coming from the efforts that you've made to open up, or to bring the information into your situation, to speak, to know, to understand. It's almost like somebody just started to communicate with you, and now you're going to see some movement because of it. Now, of course, this somebody could be, I don't know, it could be business related, it could be personal, but the universe wants you to know that things are going to start moving forward. And then we have, coming right out here, Scorpio. This is having the confidence and the personal strength to understand the way forward, or to be able to embody your own sense of what direction you're going to take this. This could be a fire sign that you're dealing with, which is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, somebody who is extremely attractive, who you find very appealing, somebody who now you can move forward with, or you now have the strength to approach, like the conversation is finally on the table, and you guys are finally talking to each other. Also, this could be just creative endeavors, like something that you've done yourself, something that you've taken personal initiative on and created, that now it's almost like you know you have the strength to be able to do it, or you're actually tangibly, practically in a position where you will be strong enough to carry it forward, moving on, or from this time on. It's almost like, I finally believe in myself, right? This sense of realizing that I know all of that, like I know enough, or I'm good enough, right? It's like you're going to have the confidence to be able to say, I'm good enough now, or I know enough, or it's almost like, you know, I've been working for somebody else for so long, and now it's like, I could be my own boss. right? Like I've worked for enough people to know that either this isn't that difficult or that I have what it takes to. It's that energy. It's like I have what it takes to, and I know that moving forward, or that I can start moving forward now. So that's the message that's coming through initially for you guys. It's like it's time for you to start moving forward now. Trust your confidence and trust your creative instincts and intuitions. Trust feeling good about yourself, or feeling a level of confident about yourself that maybe you haven't felt in the past. Trust that. It's like you have the strength to trust that now, or definitely the universe is saying have the strength to trust it now, because this is the time to make progress and make moves. That's that major arcana coming out with the Chariot card, saying that, you know, this is the time. Like this is the time to move forward, or now I have the strength to move forward, or I have the confidence to move forward. So let's keep going. Let's keep moving forward. So what's coming? This was something that was really interesting. It came from a place of vulnerability. It came from a place of deciding to be vulnerable and to not be, it came from a place of deciding to be vulnerable. Okay. And then for some, it's like it came from a place from deciding to be vulnerable, to open yourself up and to communicate. And now it's cascading as, okay, I got this. This is almost like your mastery period. The time when it's like, you know what you know and you have confidence in what you know. Okay, so why is this coming through now? What do you want us to know about it? If this is relationship related, the way that I would interpret it would be, it's like maybe something was new, maybe something had just started, maybe something, you know, was not necessarily, it was green, it was very young, it was maybe you hadn't dated in a while. Now it's almost like you're into the full swing of things. You're into your full stride, or whoever you're dating or seeing now, you have full confidence in. It's like you have a mastery of whatever situation that you made yourself vulnerable for, opened yourself up to. That's really great. That means there's a lot of progress. We have observer. I just want to do that again. A change in the wind. You've realized that something is changing, or the universe is cueing you into the fact that something is changing, and that a situation is now opened up for you that maybe wasn't, or that you didn't have confidence in the past. Right? There's that mentality, and it's gone to a stronger place. It's gone to a more confident place. It's like you finally found your stride. And then chaos and conflict is here. A change in the wind, chaos and conflict. Maybe that's what this is. This is a sense of warning you, this sense of something is coming. Yet you will have the strength that you will be able to push through for, that you should push through. Change in the wind and chaos and conflict. So interesting how those two horses. Can you please clarify? Clarify, please. We have 333. Yes, something has shifted that now enables you to be able to move something along or move forward, or it's almost like God is saying, hey, this is your shot. This is your chance. Okay? Clarify, please. What are we moving forward on? What's the chaos and conflict? Oh, somebody had taken something from you, stolen something from you, or you were distracted. So there was something here, like a change in the wind, something that was distracting you or taking resources away or disabling you from being able to actually take any action or make progress. That's what it's talking about. There's a change in those things. Okay, so what's the change? Okay, this is strangely specific. What's the change? What changes? The devil. So something that you were stuck on, something that you were stuck with, obligations that you were stuck to, or people's grasp or hold over you, could also be rules, regulations, or restrictions that you had to deal with that were draining you. You know, if this is business, it was like being overly taxed. It was draining you, and now something has shifted, so that's not happening anymore. If this is relationship, it was like maybe something stuck from the past, or a relationship that you were still in, or halfway in, halfway out, that was still draining you or distracting you, and so you couldn't make moves to go forward. That's what it's saying. There was conflict that was coming from that direction, and whatever information came in or whatever conversation happened, it kind of tackled that, or that's what can be tackled this week in order to open up 1111, the way or the conduit for progress. Okay. 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 It shifted. I don't know what it is. You're walking away from what doesn't serve you, or finally being able to get away from what doesn't serve you. You know, knowing it may not feel good. The Eight of Cups usually feels like you've been drained. Something that's been sucking the life out of you. Yeah, something that's been sucking the life out of you. The new moon, there was a new moon just recently. Would have been a new moon in Gemini that basically reset everything, restarted everything. And Gemini would have been reflective of communications, or maybe you found a new person to speak to. Like, that's the sense of you finally had the right conversation that made you realize what you were doing wrong. Oh. And that's why you're capable of just, you're feeling drained, whatever you feel drained with, realizing what was draining you so that you can move away from it. That's what's becoming evident now. And the direction, let me say this, absolute certainty, you are supposed to be moving away from it. Like, this is when you have that awareness now, and you have the space to be able to do it. Like, something has opened up. I don't know if it's rules, I don't know if it's you got resources, whatever it is. Something has opened up so that you can definitely move in a different direction from it, right? Because it's like something wasn't working, whatever was draining you or distracting you or just taking the wind out of you or undercutting you somehow. You're going to be able to move on from it. And now you have the opportunity to do so, and 100% you should do so. Hold on. We have to get a moon card. There was confusion. A lot of distraction. A lot of, like, smoke and mirrors. Things that were pretend, or things that just weren't adding up or weren't very valuable. Maybe you had a lot of options or choices, but none of them ever really lived up to what you wanted. For me, this card is usually there's confusion. There's confusion because, okay, confusion is an answer. When you are confused, you know that you're not looking at anything that is really satisfying what you were looking for. Right? So you can be sure, but the thing about confusion is there's a little bit of illusion with confusion. This sense of, oh, but I can meet this need now if I just decide. But that's not true, because when you're confused, you're not looking at anything that is going to actually meet the need. It's just a bunch of chaos and distraction. So like I said, a bunch of smoke and mirrors that was there. And so, and it's almost like 7 of Cups, and now it's 8 of Cups. Whatever the smoke of mirrors is, whatever this distraction was, whatever you just were distracting yourself with or were distracted by, done, over with. Like, ready to walk away from all of that. It's like you're finally ready to realize that nothing that I was looking at was gonna fill my need. So now I'm moving, and 100% with the Chariot card, 100% with the that Queen of Wands energy is almost like I'm ready to take things by the balls and move in the direction that I want to go, or realize that I'm going to move in my own direction. I'm tired of sitting here waiting in this stuck position for, you know, people to follow through or people to come through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move in my own direction, and now you having the know-how and the capacity to be able to make that choice. A lot of moon cards that came out. So we have balanced spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. So something had to balance out between faith and practicality, or something had to morph itself into reality. And then we have a fiery climax. Suppose there was a confrontation, and that's that Aries energy or that wand energy that we got with the Queen of Wands. It's almost like somebody decided to finally wake up and confront a circumstance, accept it. Your hard work is paying off. Move forward with it. This is that Capricornian energy, that Saturnian energy. And show the world the real you. Yeah, you got sick of kind of happy birthday, Doug Denny. You got sick of kind of waiting and wandering and waiting for somebody else to catch up or do what they were supposed to do. It's like you're being told right now to take the bull by the horns and move things forward in the way that you already know, in the way that you already understand. This is really important. That's really important. You gotta trust your instincts and trust your intuition and trust your creativity to be able to, it doesn't have to be perfect, but to be able to trust yourself and know that you can handle this. You can handle the situation. You're supposed to be moving forward from it, because wherever you were was just going to kind of like, I don't know, it was just going to keep confusing you. Then we have spiritual path. So we have control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. And then we have your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life choices or changes, which make necessary life changes. Let's see what the changes are that are coming up. I'm going to go to the extended. The link is down below. I'll see you there.